You're watching Sports Final.
Well, good evening and welcome into Sports Final for your Friday, a solo debut of sorts on my end. So as always, glad to have you tuning in. Plenty on the plate tonight. Great pitching performances on the high school diamond. Actually, several to be honest. QU men's volleyball continuing a long homestand to end the season tonight against IUPUI in conference play. And of course, some other local scores and surprises as we start on the gridiron. Well, we heard from QU football coach Tom Pajic at 6 about day one of spring practice. Now, a few hours in, and so far, so good. The team seemed to be very cohesive for a first day under new leadership with plenty of energy both on the field and on the sideline. But with the beginning of spring means the beginning of some problem solving for the team and coaching staff. With a two-year starter out the door, who will emerge on August 31st as QU's starting signal caller in Game 1 of the regular season? Well, figuring that out is all part of the process, however long it may take.
It's going to be a competition, a three-way competition coming out of the spring. Do we name someone out of the spring? If somebody earns it, maybe. Don't know if we'll be able to do that in that time frame, if somebody really separates themselves, or we'll go through August camp before we name somebody as well. But I like what I see so far.
You can imagine there's a lot on the mind of new QU football boss Tom Pajic, and making matters tougher is the Hawks' lack of longevity under center. The goal of Pajic and his staff by late summer is to find who completes the puzzle, but the good news is that there are three solid candidates.
You got Jimbo Schmelik coming back, you have Nick Lonergan coming back, Brent Williams coming back, and they did a decent job today. For learning a new system. I mean, it's night and day from what they did last year and what we're asking them to do. I think they've responded very well.
Schmelik brings back the most experience from 2011. He threw for 360 yards and 1 touchdown last year in 5 games. But he knows it's based more on this spring than it is last fall.
This competition is friendly competition. I do like Brent and Nick. They're good guys. Obviously, we're all fighting for the same spot. And we'll just have to see. All I know is at the end of the day, I'm gonna work as hard as I can, and whoever wins this job is gonna be the best for our team. So, I want to hope that that's me, because we'll bust my chop and just keep working.
You can see his mechanics, you can see his discipline. He has intangibles for leadership capability, which is going to be big for us.
Brent Williams saw action in 2 games last season, and his biggest task is also the team's biggest, simply learning the system.
Myself, I feel like I just have to get quicker and know the offense. Like every other quarterback out here, it's going to be a battle. We all have to learn the offense. We have to understand what we're doing. Just the game's going to be in our hands. We have to make decisions when it comes to us.
And then there's Nick Lonergan. The former Jacksonville standout faces his own challenge coming off of a redshirt year.
Just getting back in the speed of things, after a year just kind of, watching around and learning the offense, it's kind of hard to get back in the groove of things.
I watched his high school highlight tape just to get an idea of what he does well. Does he sprint out well, play action? How does he run the football when things break down? What's his demeanor like?
It's only one day into the spring, and several more practices means several more mini-job interviews. With time, the decision should become more clear. Until then, the competition will be fun to watch.
The more I know about those guys, and so I get to coach the quarterbacks, which I'm very excited about, the more I can help play to their strengths and figure out what their weaknesses are to make them a better football player.
All indications that the entire team will be fun to watch come fall. Let's go to QU volleyball tonight against IUPUI, a conference game. Your second set action, IUPUI on serve. That's Ryan Lehman getting the kill from the middle there. Now, how about Andy Owano? He's going to serve here and come up with a huge dig and gets up quickly enough to come back. And actually, on the next point, you'll see him make an even better dig. But that time, it was Joe Sokol setting up Joe Asher for the point there. So here's a quick point. John Prenger was just bringing it at the net tonight, just pounds that one into the right corner, aimed perfectly. Teams really, though, going back and forth in this one. Sokol serving. Owano's going to block it out to Brian Peth, the libero. Set back up for Owano, and Prenger just hammers another one. He had himself a big night. Then it's going to be Lehman again, but IUPUI would take the second set. They were tied 1-1 after 2, and unfortunately didn't get the final from this one. So tune into our website after the show tonight to see who emerged in that conference battle there. We'll go ahead and give you a couple of other conference scores in Summit League baseball NCAA action. It was a meet of Missouri Valley and Summit League. Western Illinois wins it thanks to Manny Reyes, a 2 RBI single, and that's all they would need to beat the Bradley Braves 2-1 today at home. Let's go ahead and catch up in the HAC. Culver Stockton falls to Evangel 4-2, and in game 2 of a doubleheader, they lose 7-2. However, Michael Pena 2 for 4 with an RBI in that second game. How about some high school baseball? West Prairie and Abingdon. Macomb native Joe Nichols and his Abingdon Commandos ruined the season opener for West Prairie. 4 runs in the first for Abingdon, and not sure any of them were earned. How about Eli Klein with the strikeout to end the jam, and then getting a single here as we move along. That's the single right there for West Prairie. Trenton Paul leading off with a single for the Cyclones. But about their only offensive highlight, tough day for them. Abingdon wins it 16-0 in that one. How about a ton of local scores to give you? We'll start with Missouri baseball. Ellsbury 7-0 over Pleasant Hill thanks to Kevin Dotson's 13 strikeouts. West Central, a 5-hitter from Jordan Bays, a 5-1 win there. Griggsville, 15 Ks from Dryden Craven, 3-0 winner over Payson. Illini West wins over Rova 6-1. Sawyer Flynn, a 2-run jack in that one. Central Southeastern falls to Beardstown. Bubba Patterson, 2 RBIs, a 6-2 win there. Rout all over Brown County today, 12-2. Colin Sheehan, home run and 3 RBIs. And Moline, out of the Big Six, is going to blank Macomb 11-0. How about Illinois high school softball? Liberty falls to West Hancock 5-2. Shelby Kohler 2 for 3 and the win on the mound. North Green blanked by Beardstown 8-0 there. Kennedy Lindley a win and 2 for 3 at the plate. And Payson Seymour falls to Bennett Academy 13-1 there. Tough day. Missouri golf will catch up in the Fulton duel. Palmyra's going to take this one. Team score of 170. Fulton comes in at 228, and your medalist in this one, Ryan DeHaan, who shot a 38. Good for 2 over. A lot better than I would have done, I'll tell you that much. More boys golf action. Hannibal keeps rolling. 159 to Highlands 205 today. Both Jacob McLaren and Scott Cockrell fire a best on the day of 36 in that one. How about some Illinois track at the BPCA WP Invite? Mercer County wins it. Rova comes in second, and you can see all the way down in fifth, Central Southeastern with 56 team points. Will take you to the winners from that one. Lance Curtis of BPCA in the 1600 and the 3200. Alex Walter wins the triple jump for Central Southeastern. How about girls track? Same invite. Mercer County wins it. Rova in second and Central Southeastern in fifth with 74 points. The girls winners on this one from Central Southeastern, Emily Foote takes the 400 meter, and Haley Calvert from BPCA is going to take the 100 meter and the triple jump. Not a bad day there. And how about a national letter of intent from Stephen Campbell? Quincy Homeschools, inks his national letter of intent to Hannibal LaGrange to play basketball for next season. So congratulations to Stephen. One other local note to pass along to you. Congratulations to Hannibal native Tyler Perry, who improved to 2-0 in his pro fighting career tonight within the Resurrection Fighting Alliance. The former Pirate State champion wrestler defeated Wayman Carter with an arm triangle in the first round to grab the win. Want to make sure you tune in tomorrow. Of course, we have overtime coming up, a lot of local baseball and softball action, and a spring game for Culver Stockton football. Also, the Final Four kicks in tomorrow, so if you're still in the running, which I am not, in Hoops Madness on ConnectTriStates.com, go online, pick your teams, and see if you can be the winner. Going to thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.